We're not standing here. There was two women in the park.
So hold on. So are you saying that our presence in a public park is a problem?
Yes, that's what you just said.
If you allow me to finish, per se, it's not a problem. You're not committing any criminal offences. But can you see how it might look to other people?
How might it
If you
look?
come in the park, if there are 8 of us sitting here,
8 of who?
8 police officers in uniform.
Well, why not? Are you a threat to us?
But
Are you a threat?
to us.
So why wouldn't we?
But people find large groups of grown men in children's play parks
But should we?
a little bit intimidating.
Can I ask?
This is, yeah, but this is.
Can I ask?
Is this here a children's play park?
You're leaning on the
Can
fence.
I ask? Should we be living our lives?
This is a children's play park. Okay.
Because that's not really living, is it?
I take your point, but at
That's
the
not
same
really
time,
living, is it?
if you let me finish,
Yeah.
we get loads of complaints about people conducting themselves in an antisocial manner in this park.
Did you witness
I'm
us
not
conducting ourselves in
suggesting
an antisocial way?
You are the individuals, but that's why we've come over. And all I wish to say is that having this group of grown men lined up here might be a little bit intimidating, might put off people who would otherwise come to the park with their kids.
Well,
If there was more benches, we
what
wouldn't be
if those people would have put us off
and
though?
as a result,
If those people would have put us off from coming to this public place, would you have approached those people in the same way?
yes.
So if there was people inside, because this is obviously a public place, this is a children's
It's a
park.
public place, you're absolutely right.
So if there was children and parents in the children's park, and they was putting us off being in the public park, would you speak to them about that? Or is this just a thing where you're discriminating on the basis of age?
Sorry, can you just clarify the
You
question
said
you're
that
asking
we
me to
in the public park might put off families from being in the children's park, and that's why you have an issue. So I'm asking you, if there was families in the children's park putting us off being here in the public park, would you take that same issue with them?
If you could explain how a child playing on the swing would put you off being in the park.
Well, could you explain why me, a person being in a public space, not the children's space, the public space, would put somebody else off? What is it about me that you feel might put somebody off attending the park?
You specifically, as an individual, you seem very reasonable. I'm sure you're a nice guy. You're obviously on your break from college. That's fine. But women with little kids find large groups of men in a park leaning against the fence intimidating. We get complaints about it. Hence we've come over to speak to you. I'm not suggesting that any of your behaviour today has been inappropriate now, in the past, or that it will be in the future, that you're not anything other than a law-abiding and reasonable person. All I'm asking is that you are...
So are you asking for us to leave the public place?
All I'm asking is that you are considerate of the effect your presence might have on other people.
We have been and we will continue to be.
Sitting on a bench smoking next to a children's play area isn't really fair on the people who are little kids who want to play in the children's play area, which is what it's for. If you were sat on that mound over there,
So
we might still have approached you.
So we're allowed in the public. We're allowed in the public
Of course you're
space so
allowed in
long
the
as we sit
space.
on the floor.
So long as you are considerate of where you are and what you are doing. People find large groups of grown men in parks intimidating, rightly or wrongly. Maybe they should read different newspapers. That's up to them. But if they complain to us about it, and we've had loads of complaints about antisocial behaviour in this park, which is why we've come here on patrol. We're not saying that you yourselves are responsible for those complaints, or that you as an individual have done anything wrong. All I would request is that you are mindful of the effect that your actions and behaviour might have on other people. Because some people might find it intimidating, and it's not really fair that a little kid who wants to play in the park can't, if his mum finds it intimidating to walk past a big group of blokes sat around smoking, and therefore doesn't come to the park, denying their child the opportunity. Do you feel I'm being unreasonable in what I said?
No, I feel you're perfectly reasonable. You're cool.
No, that's fine. That's all I wanted to say.
No, thank you.
If you want to stay in the park, stay in the park.
Just be mindful of our attitudes and our levels and whatnot.
Be mindful that if you're all standing here, it can be intimidating for people. It's not intimidating for me, and I don't think you've done anything wrong or that you're a bad person or anything like that. I don't want you to take that away. I'm not discriminating against you. If there were 6 Polish guys, if there were 6 white guys, 6 white English guys, I would come and say exactly the same thing.
Oh, cool.
Understand? That's all I wanted to say.
No, thank you.
I appreciate if you want to have a cigarette break and you want to sit somewhere nice, that's fine.
Sit somewhere cool.
Yep.
Sit somewhere out the shade, exactly. But I mean, isn't there a place on the other side of the college? Didn't there used to be a little quad where you could sit off?
That's the Bernie Grant sent